Bam. Bang.
We're geeks.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Bear Wiseman, and I'm doing Gathering of Geeks with...
Henkka from Silver Bullet. And Hannes from Silver Bullet.
Alright, so this is a Gathering of Geeks. You guys are self-proclaimed geeks. How long have you been geeks, I guess, to start with? Are you lifelong geeks, or are you recent geeks?
I think more from the birth. Yeah. Yeah.
Came out with a controller in hand?
Yeah, almost. I think for me it started when the Nintendo 8-bit came out, and I got it as a present in Christmas. It was like, after that I was gone. Well,
I'm not really sure. I think it was sometimes in maybe when I was something like 7 or 8 when I started to watch horror movies. B-horror movies, I love them. I think it started from there.
So obviously Silver Bullet, horror theme. How did that kind of generally come together as a concept?
so it was more like a thought process of thinking something unique. It was like, okay, we have this heavy metal concept of music, but we want to bring something new, different in it. And then we were like,
Something geeky.
yeah, yeah, we love horror movies, and we were like, what's better material for lyrics than horror movies for heavy metal? It was like, well, let's try it out, and then just build up there. So now we're not doing any more horror movies, but maybe later again.
Why not?
So are you guys general nerds, or for example, you mentioned horror, you mentioned gaming, what about other stuff, you know, books or movies, things like that, RPGs?
Not so much. I actually, well, I think I am a geek, but I don't do
You're not an
anything.
all-encompassing geek?
No, I think it's just the horror movies. And I like the geekiness in it, just the details. I like the details and stuff like that. So.
For me, it's more like in the gaming side. I like to play a lot, so I play those pretty geeky games like League of Legends, stuff like that. So that's probably my thing. Of course, horror movies as well, but lately not so much anymore. I don't know why. Maybe I've overdone it already. But gaming is my thing at the moment.
So what were some of the first horror movies that you really liked back in the day that kind of got you into the genre?
No, for me it was Evil Dead, the first one and the second one. And I was,
Scandal?
yeah, I was very young at that time, and of course Army of Darkness was awesome. It's still awesome. It's one of the best movies ever made. One of the best comedies ever.
I mean, you get a dude with a chainsaw for an arm. What more do you need in your movie once that's happened?
Yeah. For me, it was Exorcist, probably. Still a bad one.
Was that traumatic when you were young, or was it really cool?
It was both. It was both, of course. It was something you shouldn't do, of course. as a young, you shouldn't watch that kind of movie. So
How old were you?
maybe 9.
Oof, that's terrifying.
I think I read the book, The Exorcist, when I was
I haven't read it.
maybe I was also 9 or something like that. When I saw the movie, I was like, wow, so awesome, so much better than the book.
I was a kid. We had my brothers got to watch Terminator when they were quite young, and that would have they're 6 years older than me. They would have gotten to see it quite young for them. So I came down right at the beginning when the naked man is falling from the sky, and my mom immediately appeared and whisked me up. I was like, no, oh goodness, why are these boys watching this, and why does my tiny daughter in there as well? And to this day, I admit I've never watched Terminator.
Okay.
It's scandalous, I know, especially in nerd communities.
Yeah, you should watch it.
I hear Terminator 2 is really the one that you need to watch.
Both are good.
Well, actually, I like the first one.
I like the 2.
I think it's the better one. And I won't even talk about the third one or the fourth one.
Yeah, no.
I have
Just never go beyond that.
Yeah,
No, I haven't seen the latest one.
So what about modern horror movies or new horror movies? Because a lot of the problems that you find, I think, in movies, especially horror movies, is that a lot of the plot is kind of carried by idiocy, and it's really hard for people to break through that. You watch a lot of horror movies and you're like, this is just dumb because no one would ever actually behave that way in real life. So are you able to kind of suspend disbelief and just get in it for the horror, or do you find that a lot of horror movies have kind of lost their luster in recent days?
For me, it's more like I don't watch the new horror movies so much. Only the special ones that really have this special feeling and atmosphere. So I don't watch all of the teen horror movies that are coming out every year from Hollywood. It's more like a special movies that I find from somewhere, but they are not big ones. So it's more about the atmosphere than about maybe the story. So I don't know what you think.
I think it's the same for me too. I don't watch the new movies that much. I think I can't even remember the latest horror movie I've seen. Think about it. Maybe it was the first It, the new one.
Yeah.
No, I didn't really like it.
I like it.
You liked it, yeah. I remember you saying you liked it, but when I watched it, I was like, oh my god, so bad.
Yeah. For me, it was more like an 80s movie than a modern movie. So that's why I like it more. The storyline was more like a classic horror adventure story than a modern new movie. So I don't know.
So do you prefer the older movies for kind of the camp factor or for the horror itself?
I don't know.
Because kind of course,
That depends a lot.
Yeah.
When you think about it, you know, I mentioned Evil Dead earlier. I think, is it camp? What is it? I don't know. Just awesome. I think about it like that. I just thought, you know, if I like something, I like it.
Yeah.
Usually they're B movies. But, no.
what about monsters? Are there any really memorable monsters from horror movies you can think of?
Well, I never actually liked any of the, you know, the real monster movies, Dracula, and actually there are a few good older Dracula movies from the 70s and 60s, like Frankenstein. I think it's not very good.
Yeah.
Especially the remake, and
I think for us, like Friday the 13th and like Elm Street and stuff like that.
but when you actually watch them,
Yeah, they are
really
they're
terrible.
pretty bad, but that's something we've taken for us. So the characters and the style is more like it's not actually gonna freak you out, but it's more like an atmosphere as well. What we wanna bring in our stage show and stuff like that. So because we don't have a budget to really do stuff like Alice Cooper is doing.
Or what we want.
Yeah. So we have to do it more like on the B side. And we have
Maybe on the C side.
maybe even
Or even D.
yeah, but we have to have some kind of humor aspect in it. It can't be so. How do you say? It can't be too
serious,
Too
yeah,
serious. Yeah. So.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
If you had the unlimited budget, what would you do?
Well, I haven't really even thought about it. It would be awesome. It would be maybe
We would do the shipwreck scene from Forever Lost.
Yeah, of course.
On stage, massive wooden ship.
Yeah, actually we did.
Bruce Campbell.
Yeah. Scramble in there with a chainsaw.
Yeah, of course. We actually have a new video coming out from the album. It's
Yeah.
Forever Lost song. And we wanted to do it. It's about a shipwreck. He was referring to it. But we wanted to do something with a old ship, sailing ship, you know, the big one, something like that. But you can't do it
It
now
costs too much.
anyway, so yeah.
Is it a shipwreck? Like, is that what the song is about as well, or is the concept for the video different from the song?
It has same elements because Forever Lost is about losing someone you love and the feelings you get from that. So the video has same kind of story, but it's not actual story in the song. So I don't know.
That happens.
Yeah.
It's pretty normal for me.
Yeah. It's more like a atmosphere thing as well. So we try to bring some feelings with our music, and the video is also the same. So
Do you guys listen to any movie soundtracks or any things like that? Scores?
I do.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I don't.
I have quite a collection of those actually, from the 80s mostly. I have a clone of those.
No, I listen to that.
I have the special edition with
Best
3
soundtrack ever made.
CDs
Oh
with
my God.
all the different cuts and all the
Is it the
different
one
demos.
with? Is it the one with that one song that's in the movie in the part where it isn't in the original soundtrack?
Yes.
Where, where he tries out the helmet and then he falls his face into the soup or something.
Yeah.
And there's in the background there's is it there?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I have some version of it and it's so turbo audio quality.
Okay, it has 3 CDs. It has the original soundtrack that was released in LB first. Then it has bonus songs that were never released before.
Why are we talking about the Conan the Barbarian soundtrack?
Why not?
Why wouldn't you?
And it's the best soundtrack in the world.
Yes, I agree. And then it has a third CD that has some kind of demos and different cuts of the songs that were never used somehow. So it's pretty good.
The geekiness came out.
That's why we're here, right?
Yeah.
To bring it out. You're gonna bring it out.
This isn't supposed to be an interview where people are proper and talking about their upcoming tours and good promotion.
No
This
tours,
is about
no
being
tours.
a geek.
No.
But yes, no one will ever tour again at this point. So.
I was thinking about changing my career to a professional streamer of playing games. So now I have 2 months of time just to play games and stream it online. Yeah.
Are you on Twitch? Should we be following you?
Not yet, but I will be.
It's the gig for me.
Under a name of Silver Bullet.
Maybe we should start an esports.
But
What do we do in the downtime?
Yeah, but I do love soundtracks, and I have quite a lot of them. At some point, I tried to get all the 80s biggest things, like Back to the Future.
Oh, I was just asking you.
Yeah, I have it. I have it.
I just watched
It's,
really
it's
good.
also a special edition. It's also a special edition with 2 CDs. But I have quite a lot of Aliens. That's an excellent.
I don't even remember the music.
It's really good soundtrack as well, and many soundtracks from Hans Zimmer, John Williams, all of those.
Aliens is a good monster.
Yeah, that is a good one. Yeah, it just actually came from TV, the Aliens, and I was like, yeah, this should be cool. Should watch it again.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe I should watch it today and pay attention to the soundtrack.
Yeah.
And now I remember seeing online probably somewhere that you had kickstarted a game recently that had finally shown up.
Yeah.
So which game was that, and how long ago was the Kickstarter?
It was Nemesis. I think it was 2 years ago or something like that. So now I got it. so it's been a long wait, and I haven't even played it yet.
You haven't played it yet?
I haven't played it yet.
Oh no.
It's been in the box. I have this huge box. It came with four different boxes because I got all the extras as well. Because why not?
If you're gonna Kickstart,
Yeah, I'm gonna go extremes on. So
it's very important.
yeah. And
It's half the joy of kickstarting things, really, is getting cool stuff that you would never get otherwise.
yeah.
Did it come with anything super cool?
There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff, I can say. It weighs like 15 kilos.
Oh, jeez.
It has a lot of stuff.
Impressive.
What's in there?
The game.
15 kilos. Okay.
Yeah. There's lots of these figures and cards.
Is it on floppy disks? No, floppy disks. No. You know, what were they?
No, it's
The difference.
a table game.
Cartridges.
Ah,
Table game. Yeah, it's
this is so geeky for me.
geekiness overload.
Yeah.
Already. Yeah, I guess I'm the geek in this.
Yeah.
Soon as we're too much for you, you can be excused.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can go drink with the videographer.
Actually, I have nothing against the table games.
Yeah, but I haven't played it yet because I haven't found enough time to really learn it, and it takes some time.
It's some of these games you find like giant manuals, and you have to basically do a course in the whole thing just to learn how to play.
Yeah. It's not so difficult, but it needs to be learned before I'm gonna invite my friends over. Like, what is this? What is this? What is this?
I hope you invite me.
Never.
I'll come with a bundle of what?
Then I'm gonna invite.
Yeah. It's for me.
I'm gonna play the comp.
Yeah, you can make a drinking game out of it, and every time the person who's hosting the game has to look into the rulebook, you take a drink.
That would be awesome.
But surprisingly, it's a bit like Aliens.
Okay.
Game. So there is aliens in a spaceship, and you have to find your way around, not dying. And all of you get these different missions that you cannot show the other players. So someone might have a mission to explore the ship. And everybody dies.
Is it about Nemesis the War?
No, it's a
okay.
spaceship.
I think I asked that before.
Yeah, it's a spaceship Nemesis. It's pretty cool.
So, now the big question everyone wants to know, did you watch Game of Thrones? And what did you think of the ending?
Oh man.
Actually, I didn't hate it at all. I don't remember.
I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. So it's, I don't know. It felt too rushed.
Obviously.
Yeah. And some of the things that happened were like,
Completely illogical.
yeah, it wouldn't go like that in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn it! Yeah. Damn it. but
George R. R. Martin won't write it down.
yeah, no, not even that. But the fact that you have these characters that are doing something, and then suddenly they do the opposite that they would do.
Yeah, it
It's
lost
just
logic.
it just breaks your mind. Like,
Yeah.
why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Why?
Why would you go back to an abusive person after all of your progress? Why would you even leave this place and go to this other place? Why did you go insane?
yeah, and all the fighting and stuff. Why all of the best tacticians and fighters in the Game of Thrones world just turns into stupid morons doing whatever.
Yeah.
Like send the troops. Oh, they're dead. Okay, send more.
And then all of the loss, of course, you see all of the Dothraki die, and then they're all back in the next episode anyways, so none of the loss of men feels real.
Yeah. It was bad.
A lot of character arcs were very unfulfilling, I suppose. How did you feel about, actually, Arya's ending?
Well, I think that was one of the best bits in the story altogether. But I think there was many characters that just didn't fulfill their destiny in any way. It was like they build up this character and it's just nothing happens.
Yeah. I think one of the biggest disappointments for me was Jaime Lannister. Or maybe one of the biggest disappointments for everyone?
Might be.
Yeah. But it goes into sort of character arcs and things like that, you know. Does this create a satisfying ending for the arc to the character, but also does anything that they did make sense?
Yeah.
So, but of course the rush was obviously a big problem as well. So. How did you feel about Dany in the end?
I think it was okay, actually.
Yeah.
Because
I guess not necessarily how it played out, because obviously it didn't play out very well, but do you think what they did with her character was what you expected or what you hoped for, or?
I don't know, but she is family of Mad King.
Yeah, I think they were building it up from the
I think I think
it was rushed in the end, but
I think it was pretty okay actually.
Yeah, again, just suddenly I'm insane when 2 days before, 2 episodes before I was. A little too jarring, perhaps.
It was. But the resolution was okay.
Yeah.
So
So, on that note, are there any kind of, not necessarily fantasy shows or anything, but more geeky shows that you thought have had really fantastic endings? Like really satisfying, on the nose. Give some of the best endings you've seen in a show or a movie.
I don't know if Breaking Bad is at all geeky, but I think that has a pretty good ending. And I really love the whole series.
Yeah. I'm almost ready to watch it again. Not quite. I might need another year or two, but it's one of those things that is so good from start to finish that
it is.
as a whole complete unit, it was very satisfying.
Better Call Saul is now.
Is it finished or is it still going on?
It's just got 3 new episodes, I think, and it gets 1 episode every Tuesday. So
Nice. I've only watched the first season of that. I haven't continued with it.
yeah, it's great.
I actually watched on 3 episodes and I can't remember even what happened in them, so maybe I should restart or something.
Reboot your system.
Yeah, he always says it's so good, and I watched the 3 episodes and I thought
Are you talking about
so
Breaking
bad, so
Breaking Bad?
yeah, Breaking
Oh, Breaking Bad. Yeah.
Dang.
I was thinking about Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
No.
That's interesting. Well, I suppose Breaking Bad really doesn't pick up until season 3 or 4.
Yeah,
Okay,
So-
maybe
Yeah,
it is a
Yeah,
continue.
it's yeah.
I actually had the same thing with Dexter. He always said it's so good, but I watched something like 6 episodes and thought, no. The
Well-
premise is so good. It sounds so good. It should be good, and everyone is saying it's so good, but it's not. Or maybe it is.
I don't know. I love Dexter. I watch it all the time. But I think Breaking Bad and Dexter are, for me, one of those shows that I can always start again.
Yeah.
They just work so well.
Is Dexter still ongoing as well?
No,
or?
no.
Okay, I didn't think so.
I think it was seven
Seasons, yeah, that
seasons.
sounds about right.
Yeah. So,
How was the ending for that show? Did it hold up, or?
yeah. I think it just left some things unopened, but it was okay. So I don't want to tell you. Much.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen it.
Yeah. It's a bit of a shocker, but not so much.
I heard the movie, the one starring what's his face from Breaking Bad, was quite good, but I haven't seen it yet either. The Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse.
He had his like kind of epilogue movie, and I heard it was
From
Breaking Bad.
Yeah. What was the name of the car?
Yeah,
It's the name of the car. It's the name of the movie.
I can't remember. El Camino.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yeah. Yes. I watched it, but it was totally different. It's totally different in every way. So I don't think about it as a Breaking Bad thing.
Was it written by Vince Gilligan or
I'm
someone
not sure.
else? Probably.
I'm not sure, but it was really artsy.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it was really like. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was different.
So when you're creating these kind of horror movie soundscapes, what elements do you look for to bring in? Like, in particular, I've noticed your music has a lot of really good feeling, especially on Moon Cult. You know, the kind of horror atmosphere. What sort of things do you look for or bring in, or like details do you use to add extra atmosphere to the music?
I think it's mostly about the arrangement. It's one of those things that people have learned to hear. Like, if you play high strings, people think that it's a suspension thing. So that's one of the things we're using all the time with the orchestration and the choir and stuff. So we have the basic song with guitars and stuff, and then we add this different element that makes it even bigger and better.
I think that it's the orchestrations that bring the horror elements.
Yeah,
it's
more into it.
The basic band instruments, I think they are more on the traditional style. If you would only hear that, you wouldn't hear a sound that
Horror.
yeah
Would be
that hard. It's just
Just heavy metal.
Yeah, more like a heavy metal. So it's sometimes a bit complicated process to do, but sometimes it's really easy because it just falls into place. Like, okay, I have this riff and it needs this, so it's clear from the beginning. Sometimes you have to really try to find the right combination of instruments and orchestration and all that. And especially when you have vocals and choir added into it. So it gets really complicated really fast. And if you do too much of it, it gets boring. So you have to always balance it somehow, and that's the difficult part.
Yeah.
If you do everything all the time, it doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
So it's that's the difficult part of it.
Yeah. So, Screamworks was kind of one-off song. There wasn't a concept to that album, and then
Yeah.
Moon Cult has the concept to it.
Yeah.
Are any of the songs on Screamworks like stylized after, for example, horror movies or anything like that?
Actually, all of them.
yeah.
So there is a concept in
Yeah,
in
there is
Screamworks
the
as well,
theme,
because all of the songs are about one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a different horror movies. It's like our collection of our favorite horror movies.
Well,
So
let's have a look. Oh, nope, this is the right one. So
We were just talking about the cover.
the cover is kind of fantastic. It's zombie apocalypse. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
On top of what looks like it might be a movie theater, or
it is.
Perfect.
Actually is, yeah.
And the video was.
oh yeah, of course, cinema. That's right on top.
Yeah.
And Screamworks is what's playing.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So, Slaughterhouse, Tormentor, The Right. Got some ideas, but do you wanna tell which some of the
Do you remember all?
which movies they're talking about?
Okay, the first one, the Slaughterhouse, it's
Texas Chainsaw.
yeah, it's Texas Chainsaw
Yeah.
Massacre. Yeah. The second one, Tormentor, I have to say,
It was about the. It was written by Niels.
yeah, the lyrics are
Lyrics.
funny.
It was about the.
I can't get
the
the
revenge movie.
yeah. It's
Not the new one.
I think there's a
Oh, right,
English
yes.
version. No, it's not that. It's about this woman who gets raped and almost killed, and then she comes back and
Starts avenge.
kills all the
What was the name?
guys. She's basically the tormentor. What was the name of that movie? Is it The Last House on the Left? No. Something like that. Okay.
I can
Yeah.
remember. The Right is about Exorcist.
Yeah, The Exorcist. Yeah, of course.
Buried Alive.
Yeah. That one is from the. It's the. What is it?
Rainbow.
Yeah, the Rainbow and the Serpent. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
More than meets the eye. It's not about a movie.
Omen.
Yeah,
It's
it
about
was
Omen.
about a
Yeah.
movie. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's about Omen.
Okay. The Resurrected. It's about the movie The Resurrected. That's an awesome B movie. I have to really recommend it.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Under the Spell is about Warlock.
World. Yeah.
Warlock. Yeah.
Great movie also. Yeah.
Life Undone is about Friday the 13th.
Yeah. It is.
Excellent.
Soul Apart is about Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Within the Dark.
This is so gig. This is about Silent Hill, the game.
Yeah. And there's the last one is about Amityville Horror.
Yeah, I am too. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah.
I haven't listened.
Yeah, well, actually, we haven't played live. We have thought about playing live few of these songs now, but
We have basically played.
we only
Four
play
songs.
Slaughterhouse Tormentor, More Than Meets the Eye, Under the Spell, and that's it.
Yeah.
You not play the others.
Maybe.
Maybe we should.
Yeah.
10 years anniversary
Yeah.
stuff or something.
Yeah. It's like we played live all of these songs, but maybe in 2 years we haven't played more than this.
Yeah.
4 or 5 songs. Not Burns Inside. But
Okay. Yeah.
all of those we have played.
I think The Resurrected should be on our set. I think it's a pretty good song.
Because it's so good movie.
Yeah. It's not a lot.
Play that song.
I think it's not hard to guess from the lyrics.
Yeah, Henry actually wrote the lyrics for that one.
I did.
Yeah.
Wasn't here.
Put away.
Yeah, it was. It's the only song with the lyrics. I think.
Are they the best lyrics then? Or?
No, they're not.
They are.
Band's best lyrics?
They are, yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, it's a bit different because the first one, some of the lyrics were written by our previous singer.
Yeah.
Then there's some lyrics by Henri. I've written some lyrics and Niels written some. So it's kind of a mix of everybody's lyrics and vision.
Yeah.
So
Actually, it's a mix of everything anyway.
Yeah.
Because there are my songs and there are Hannes' songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in the new album, there's only maybe one riff from me and everything else is played by Hannes.
Yeah, yeah.
And all the lyrics, I think, mostly are by Niels.
Niels and
Yeah.
me, yeah.
So when you were doing the story for Moon Cult, was that a collective band effort, or was that kind of you and Niels, or?
I think it started from me. I had this idea, just a single idea, and then we.
What was the idea?
The idea was simple. It was just this town where these high-class people would use these witch hunts as a part to do whatever they like. So it was just about people being intrusive. So it was like, I don't know. And then we talk about it with
And everyone was like,
with Henri and Niels, and it was like, it's good.
It's all so metal. Let's do it.
Let's do it. So then it's just built on that, and we found some facts from the history that we added there.
Was it Scottish specifically that you were looking into? Or?
Not really.
Okay.
We just looked about witch hunts and stuff like that would fit our story, and then we found the not perfect witch hunts and took some characters out of it, and then we added our own thing in there. So there's also the goddess Hecate. That's of course not in the witch hunts originally, but we added that kind of magical thing there.
So what's kind of the story? The main character, of course, sells his soul and then comes to regret it, as far as I understand.
Yeah.
Is he losing his family along the way, or?
Yeah, it's the story actually starts in a shipwreck where the main character Tuomas loses his wife and son. So he gets left with a daughter that is from his previous marriage. So it's kind of a complicated thing. And then there is this mysterious cult, the Moon Cult.
Excellent.
Surprising, yeah.
It's actually the Sun Cult. Which is...
And they worship Hecate. So Thomas,
She's the goddess of
witches,
yes. The dark magic.
dark magic and stuff like that. So then Thomas is getting pretty mad about all of the things happening, and he asked help from God. That's not gonna happen. So Hecate is the one answering for him and promises that he can bring his wife and son back if he does this and this and joins the Moon Cult. And
Never sell your soul to bring someone back from the dead. Never works out.
So that's the basic idea. Then there is a lot of things happening, and he is forced to sacrifice his daughter as well, burn at the stakes. So yeah, and
It's rough, buddy.
yeah, and in the ending, he realizes that it's all been just a hoax. That's why we have eternity in hell, because he takes his life in the ending at the same cliff where he was married.
Ooh,
So
romantic.
it's bad.
Excellent.
And the last song, Lady of Lies, it's just about Hecate, because she
Being
played
full of lies.
Yeah. So that's a basic concept.
Cool.
Yeah.
And it is actually based on true events.
Yeah.
As always.
Excellent. I think back when the Blair Witch Project came out, my brothers were working as tree planters in the middle of a forest, and they thought that it was like a true story somehow. That was the scariest movie of all time.
Yeah.
So anything that's remotely based on a true story, oh man.
Yeah, it is.
You're in trouble.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So when you watch movies, do you like B movies? You said, is it just horror B movies, or do you like other B movies outside of just horror? You know, like The Room or stuff like that.
And I actually watched the Disaster Artist on Netflix. I thought it was awesome. I had to know everything about it. I haven't watched The Room yet, but I think I will.
I actually haven't watched it yet either, but my old roommate used to quote it regularly, so I think I could probably recite the whole thing.
I actually recommended the Disaster Artist to all the guys in the band.
Yeah.
I think no one watched it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, it's awesome. You should watch.
I'm gonna, but I haven't yet. So, I don't think I really watch a lot of B movies outside of horror because I don't know. I like good movies.
Well, that's objective.
yeah.
Actually, I didn't answer your question. I do watch a lot of, B movies, especially from the 80s, of course.
Yeah. I think Henri is our like a B movie geek.
Yeah,
If you have a B movie,
that's my geek power.
yeah, it's your geek power. I'm more on the gaming side. I'm the geek there. So I know computers, and I stay there. So. But I do watch a lot of adventure movies, maybe.
They're always.
Yeah, maybe you can call it adventure movies. But
What was the last movie you watched?
last movie I watched was actually Taistelulääkit.
No, that's not B.
No, it was in movie theater. No.
What is it called in English? Was it any good?
It was actually pretty good.
Okay.
Who's in it?
It's this horror war movie. War movie. What is about this? It's really difficult to explain.
You know, the people, especially in the First World War, where they rode horses to places to bring messages.
Bring messages.
Messages
Yeah.
around.
Okay.
I guess messenger.
Is it a messenger?
Messenger maybe.
Boy, something like
Yeah, so it's this new movie that is in the theaters right now. That is about two messengers of war,
Okay.
and they have to bring the message to this other group that are gonna die if they go fighting, because it's a surprise for them. So, and it's a kind of a different style movie because it's filmed like it's with only one camera.
Oh, cool.
So there is no like cuts or anything. It's just one camera
long
on.
shot?
Yeah, all the time.
Not a B movie, trying to be a B movie.
No.
Failing miserably.
No. It's not trying to be B movie at all. It's high class movie, but
So it's trying to be Academy Awards.
I think it's gonna be Oscar winner. Yeah.
Nice.
But it's quite interesting that you don't have all these cuts all the time. It's just one view all the time, and they have big scenes and so people exploding and stuff like that. So you have to really think about it, how to film it.
That's very cool. I heard of a Russian movie. I don't remember the name of it, but it was shot in one long shot.
Okay,
So
yeah.
they just had one dude with a giant hulking thing of camera gear on him, and I think they only did 2 tries, maybe 3.
Okay.
So he just had, but I think they had to switch out the videographer at some point because the thing was so heavy, you couldn't do as many takes as they needed in one go. So carrying that for an hour and a half, 2 hours or something, it was just too much.
Yeah.
There's also actually one horror movie too. I think it was called Silent House. Silent House. So bad. So bad.
Yeah,
It's so bad it isn't even funny. Because when you make a movie that's so bad that is funny, it's actually usually a very good movie.
Yeah.
But that was.
But I like these different kind of things in movies because most of the new movies are so
Cheating.
yeah.
They are.
They are the same. They are the same.
Yes,
They have the same elements always, and it's just the same story in a different package.
Yeah.
So I like these different kind of movies that really bring something new to the table.
Shake it up a little.
Yeah. Because I think I've used enough movies in my life, so I want something new.
Yeah.
It's a bit same with the music because it's really hard to find any new bands that I like.
Yeah.
But sometimes there is this one record band that's like, yes, perfect.
Do you have any recommendations for, let's say, games, movies, bands? Geeky or not?
Oh man.
Just going through my head. What did I watch?
Flipping through the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's something that people don't already know?
Actually, I watched from the Amazon Prime Video the TV series The Boys. It's a superhero thing, but it's actually pretty fucking good. I think.
Have you watched? I recommend.
Yeah,
If you remember.
but it's really good. Yeah.
Alright.
It's B with a big budget.
Yeah. It's kind of like a camp at sometimes.
Yeah, it is.
It's like there's a lot of humor in it.
Yeah. But the humor is not in your face style.
Alright, let's see then. What about games? Any good games you've played lately?
I think I'm a bit fed up with the same games year after year.
Too much StarCraft?
I haven't actually played StarCraft for a while. Maybe I should. I've been more into this, League of Legends.
Still.
God,
I remember from a few years ago when I went to his house.
6 years. 6
Yeah.
years, man. It's good.
Oh.
And then I play Day of Infamy. It's this kind of Counter-Strike in World War II kind of game. I like it. Then I play PUBG.
What is it? Do you know what that is?
It's Player Unknowns. PUBG. Whatever it is. Yeah. I play it sometimes, but yeah. Mostly League of Legends. And some Warhammer games. So like Vermintide 2. That's good as well.
Excellent. What about music? If you were to recommend, say, like, something new, if you found something new that you've liked recently.
That's too hard.
Actually, I listen to a lot of the retro bands. This band called Riot City. I thought that was awesome. I don't even remember the name of the album because I always listen to music from Spotify. So I had to, when I heard the first song, I had to go to the computer and say, what is this? It sounds awesome. Riot City, I don't remember the. Actually, no, I can't remember the album name.
Oh, yeah.
And that's too bad. Because I hate Spotify and I still listen to it.
I try to buy all the albums.
Yeah, I should buy that.
Yeah, I don't really listen to Spotify. I just buy albums and play them in my car because most of the time I'm driving somewhere. So that's the place where I listen to music.
It's actually where one of my friends got really into Screamworks. Was he got your album, put it in his car, and just had it there for 3 months or something.
Yeah.
That was like his favorite album.
Yeah,
That usually works.
yeah. That's what I like to do as well. but when I really have to focus on music, it's normally like that movie music, soundtrack music, or classical music that I listen at home. Because I'm all the time at some listening heavy metal or playing or something like that.
Yeah.
So when I want to listen to music, I just want to have something different.
And do you have any game soundtracks that you really like?
There's been some. I think Call of Duty has an excellent soundtrack, the first one. It's totally different than all the others. It's really good. And there's a lot of good soundtracks.
I actually like the Skyrim soundtrack.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
Jeremy Soule,
yeah,
classic.
Jeremy Soule, yeah, that's good as well. Then there's I have too many in my head.
Ari Pulkkinen did a kind of lesser known soundtrack to a Finnish game called Nex Machina.
Okay.
Of all the Ari Pulkkinen music I've heard, this is probably my favorite. It almost kind of sounds like Perturbator, I would say. But
Okay.
local, so that's cool, and kind of like this hint of heaviness in it, but it's kind of like a bullet hell game, so where you're just shooting things and
Yeah.
you basically just have two joysticks and
Yeah.
you move with one, you shoot with the other.
Okay,
and
yeah,
you
yeah.
just try not to get hit as everything's firing at you.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
the music in it is just absolutely fantastic. It's good in the game, it's good out of the game.
Yeah. I think music is really important in games and movies, and people sometimes forget it.
Yeah.
How important it is
Yeah.
actually to really make the connection with the feelings. And if you don't have music, you just realize, what is this? What is this?
Yeah. Go play Skyrim with the game on mute and
Yeah,
see if
yeah.
it's the same experience.
Because I have done do soundtracks for movie, so when I see the movie without music, it's like,
What is this?
what is this? But then you start writing and you're like, okay, this does something. So
Very cool.
yeah.
Do you know of any other geeky bands that you think should come join the gathering of geeks? Or geeks from bands if the bands themselves aren't geeky?
I think most of the
Metal bands are geeks.
yeah, most of the metal bands are geeks.
But will they admit it? That's the real question.
Yeah.
Who are the hidden? Can you out any hidden geeks?
They know what their name. I think so.
I think Jouni Valjakkala on Whispered is quite a geek as well. But I don't know. I don't know if I can say any other name without
He's a
getting-
proud kid.
Yeah, he's a he's a proud kid. Yeah. So
I think he's actually from the same town. So.
yeah, really. No.
Anyway.
So I don't know. But I think there's a lot of geeks in heavy metal bands and in Finland overall.
Sorry for my shifty eyes, by the way. I keep hearing knocking, but I don't know what's causing that sound.
Someone always comes to the door and knocks, and you're just missing.
The ghost of the Rick Room.
Yeah.
Could be your next album.
Why not?
The Ghost in the Riff Room. It sounds like a Tuomas Holopainen song.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he is a bit geek.
yeah. You can try him,
Yeah.
but you have to talk about Donald Duck.
Yeah.
And Patrick Rothfuss. Tuomas Holopainen,
If you're watching.
if you're watching, come tap geek stuff with me. It'll be fun.
Or not.
You guys are having an absolutely miserable time.
No. Like
Worst interview ever.
you bring the worst of us.
Yeah.
Alright, well, anything geeky you just want to talk about?
We are writing a new album.
By the way, how geeky is that? Is that? You're just playing with your guitar. That's your guitar strap is like somewhere around. It's almost in your chin, the guitar. And it sounds like a bee. When you're
So fast.
Electric flamenco ukulele is what it looks like you're playing.
Yeah, but we are writing a new album.
Yeah.
We have maybe 20 songs at the moment. We have
Seems like a lot.
more or less finished. Yeah, we have too much songs, but we're gonna
cut down.
find the right ones.
Yeah.
Find the right ones, and we are not probably gonna have any kind of team this time. We just wanna make killer songs.
Yeah.
So it's still a bit. We still have a lot of work to do, but most of the songs are in good shape at the moment. And some demo recordings have been done with the vocals. But we will see.
And hopefully we'll be in studio this year.
Yeah, we kind of hope that we would go record the drums in summer and then start building on that. But we never know. With all the things happening in the world at the moment, it's just too much.
Yeah.
We just have to.
Gathering of two people is too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
Sound
already
guy and
out
the
of
drummer.
vehicle.
This is
We're
out
all at
of
risk right
this is
now.
out of one. Yeah, but all the financial problems with everybody.
Yeah. Tours getting
Yeah,
canceled.
it's
work
Easy.
being. Is your tour canceled, or are you guys?
I don't know, not yet.
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Twilight Force, they seem like they might be pretty geeky guys. Look at those dragons on their elbow art.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Geeky Fest for 2 weeks.
Hunter was already so excited, so he could challenge them to what was that card game? Magic the Gathering game. Oh my God.
I haven't actually played that one. I'm more of a Warhammer guy, so
Maybe they're not also.
Do you do the minis too, or
yeah, I've done.
do you paint?
Yes, I did. Not anymore. Not anymore.
Not too geek.
Yeah. I don't have time anymore, but I would love to have more time to do something like that. But it's not gonna happen because it takes a lot of time.
We recently came across a game called Gaslands, and you play it with like Hot Wheels, basically.
Okay.
But it takes place in a post-apocalyptic world, which is your table with anything you put on it.
Okay.
And you're just racing across the table.
Okay.
And that you roll dice, I think, and you swerve or go straight or accelerate, decelerate, whatever.
Okay.
But apparently you're also encouraged to take the Hot Wheels and mod them to make them into, like Mad Max
Okay, yeah,
post-apocalyptic
yeah.
cars, which is
Yeah.
really cool. We're going to try that soon. But my partner is looking into setting up a little like chop shop for toy cars so he can, cut them apart, glue them back together.
Oh yeah.
Super pop real fancy.
I wouldn't say that's geeky, but maybe it is. A bit.
You're still
Maybe it's just a bit.
playing with toy cars on the table and rolling dice.
Yeah, but I think it's pretty cool that people are willing to use their time and stuff like that. That actually takes some skill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Because nowadays it's too easy. Everything is too easy. You have your phone and that's it. You can have everything
Yeah.
kind of. But you have to do sometimes you have to do some work and really realize what this means.
Yeah.
If someone is doing this, it takes 5 hours. And it's like, no, it doesn't. It takes 5 minutes in your phone. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what? And I think it's really important for people to know about the music business and how much effort it takes to make an album. Actually,
Yeah.
it's not like okay, we make some music and we got it at home. And
Go to the studio
Yeah,
one
that's-
day and it's ready.
It's nothing
That's
like that. You have to have so much patience to do the covers, the graphics, the music, the arrangement,
Music
mixing.
videos, if you're doing that as well.
the mixing, mastering,
Mastering.
everything is there. And
The schedules are a pain in the ass.
yeah,
We have so much people doing stuff,
Yeah.
and you have to manage everything
Yeah.
by yourself.
and then when somebody fucks up, everything gets
Yeah.
gets fucked. So it's a huge pain in the ass. So,
And here we are complaining again.
but it's
Another geek train, right?
yeah. But it's because if it would be so easy to just do what you like and do music, everybody would do it and be good at it. But because we wanna do it, and we're gonna use our own money in it, we're gonna do it well, hopefully, and we hope that people will recognize that we are not just only wanting the easy way out and just play music. Because we wanna really make it bigger and really give it all. So
One more thing I can ask about, now that I think about it, is in your stage show, you had, the first time I saw you guys was when you were opening for Blaze Bailey, which was really cool in and of itself.
Yeah.
And you had all of the people on the stage, you had the actors, kind of burlesque girls, the murderers, everything
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
From what I heard, you guys didn't have that so much at the show that you did at Metal De Facto in February. Any reason you toned that element down, or
well, one of the points is because we are not playing so much of the old songs anymore. So most of the acting was made for those because of the whole movie aspect. It was like a theme in our shows.
yeah,
But now when we're playing songs from the Moon Cult mostly, we have some things. We have the priest.
he's going to ask.
Yeah, coming on stage. And we actually have this nun as well, but she was sick.
Okay.
And so we have to cancel that one.
And we couldn't find a replacement.
On that schedule it was not gonna
Agreement.
happen.
Correct.
So we had to cut down some of the aspects of that. But we also think that our music and our performance is enough most of the time. Only when we play something special and do like festival,
Yeah.
we're gonna bring more people.
Okay.
So
that makes sense.
yeah, because we don't wanna be one of those bands that can't play without.
Like, don't want to be too gimmicky. Kind of.
Yeah, and because it's-
Known for the stage show as opposed to the
it's
music.
burden. It's gonna be a burden
Yeah.
soon. If we always have to have like 5 people there with us,
Yeah.
and when we fly somewhere, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
So
So if you can't do it without it, then
it's
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Maybe when you have a Alice Cooper budget again. Then
Yes, then we're gonna do everything.
Yeah.
But it's something we've thought about a lot, and we wanna do it still. We're gonna do it, and we're gonna play the old songs always. It's not gonna be only Moon Cult, maybe on some special show.
Yeah.
We'll play whole album, but we have new songs coming, so we have to kind of leave something out again, and we are in a difficult position
Yeah.
because of that. So I don't know yet, but I'm sure we're gonna have some of it always with this.
Awesome.
So,
Now, are there any kind of? You said there wasn't a concept to the new album or an overarching concept.
yeah.
Is there anything geeky going on in this upcoming album you're willing to talk about, or are the lyrics not finalized yet, or?
Actually, Hannes wasn't right in that.
There is a there might be some
Maybe.
yeah,
But it's
I'm not sure yet if it's
Maybe.
gonna go on that route, but we have this one idea that would connect all of the songs somehow. But still,
Too
it's
soon to start.
yeah, but it's still more like a concept of Screamworks than Mooncut. That's actually a story. So if we get that concept together, it's gonna be just like still it's gonna be songs that are songs. And not an actual story.
Okay.
So, but I don't know. It's more on the horror side this time.
Okay.
Again, so maybe it's more geeky. I don't know the difference anymore because I'm too geeky.
Something to look forward to.
I'm too geeky myself, so I don't know the difference. Maybe Henri can tell me.
No, I'm too.
Yeah.
I'm so geeky too. I get.
Yeah. But
Do you have any idea when you're hoping to get it released, or?
I'm hoping that it will be released next year early.
And I'm hoping it will be released in late this year. We can hope.
Too optimistic.
Ambitious.
Too optimistic on ladder.
Hey, well, if the tour doesn't go through, we're gonna have a lot more time to work on it.
That's true, yeah. But what about my gaming? My future of
Twitch gaming professional.
professional streamer of League of Legends.
Are there professionals in that game?
Oh yes.
Of course there are.
Korea. Everywhere.
Okay.
It's one of the biggest games played professionally.
Okay.
I think it's $1 million is the it's the price.
Should I start game?
Like now for the final
With the
for the winner of the tournament. So it's pretty huge.
Cool. Yeah, gaming, like professional gaming's becoming kind of a huge thing now, like Overwatch.
Yeah.
The Overwatch League is actually, I don't play Overwatch, but seeing the league is actually very cool, and how the characters work with each other, and
Yeah.
how they can keep bringing in new characters and sort of
Yeah.
treat them, they haven't done this yet, but they could theoretically treat them like players in sports. You know, no one plays this character anymore, he can retire.
Yeah.
They'll bring in, I think they thought that Torbjorn was going to get taken out, but his daughter Brigitte came in, and so we thought maybe he would retire, but then again, at the same time, it's video games. No one needs to retire, technically. So, but yeah, it's interesting how the esports is kind of on the rise now.
Yeah, it's really interesting to follow, because people are actually training not only on a computer, but running and going to the gym and stuff, so I can play better.
Keep your body in shape so that your brain is in shape.
Yeah. So it's really getting like a more serious, and we just talk about this virtual helmets and stuff like that on a drive. When that comes in gaming, it's gonna change everything again, because you actually have to do something to make it happen. Like,
but it has to change a bit.
yeah. It's not there yet, but like 5-10 years, what's gonna happen? Maybe the gaming is totally different than
VR and AR for sure.
Yeah,
are going to be really cool.
Yeah.
There's the Pixeli in Jumbo Mall. That's a VR arcade, and if you're ever over there, I recommend checking it out, because a lot of those games are there's horror games which are really fun, but they're the ones that kind of tend to make you nauseous, because you're moving when you're staying still, so it kind of gives that motion sickness. But there was one that was called something like Elf Fortress, something along those lines, and you were just standing.
Yeah, is it the
shooting
one where
arrows
the elves come from somewhere around there?
And there's goblins and trolls or
and
whatever.
they go to
trying
the
come
gate
in
and try to break the gate.
Yeah,
I
and so
played that one.
everyone's kind of shooting the invaders, and that was a lot of fun. We played it in a big group, and
usually that motion sickness doesn't get you when you are in a field position.
you were just kind of warping around to different, like 4 or 5 different outposts that you could fire from. Lots of fun.
Okay. I haven't tried that.
That's actually the only thing I play nowadays. Besides the 80s retro games, I play that.
And you say you're not geeky.
Yeah.
What?
No. No.
It turns out the secret geek was with us all along.
Actually, I do play the old retro games from the 80s, and I play only in VR the modern games. There
Did
must
you
be
play
a weird release.
Skyrim VR then?
Yeah, of course.
How did it hold up? Was it good?
It's awesome. Actually, I played, I think, maybe not much, maybe 20 to 30 hours in PSVR, and then on PC with HTC Vive, I played maybe 10 hours. But I don't have the time anymore because we are making songs and stuff.
Yeah, I don't like to talk about how many hours are on my overall Skyrim counter. I think the original playthrough was over 100.
Yeah, I
Maybe
played.
200,
I
I
also
don't know.
played it on a normal screen. I also played maybe 100 hours or something like that.
It's a dangerous game. I remember for a while I had a craving for just cabbage and leeks. I went out to the store, bought cabbage, carrots, leeks, potatoes, and made soup. But I've been playing way too much Skyrim.
Oh, yeah.
Deeply nerdy.
But it's good. Sometimes it's good.
Yeah, it's actually still a very good game in VR. I wouldn't play it in normal screen because it's still good, but VR it's
Even better.
yeah, the best. I still think it's the best VR game made. But
What about Beat Saber?
I haven't even tried because it's not. Well, it is about swords, but not steel ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like lightsabers of flying objects.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of mediocre music, but
Yeah, I think isn't it about it's a rhythm game. Or
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
you're kind of like dance fighting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty geeky.
Okay.
It's like DDR with swords.
Yeah, but I
instead
think
of
that's gonna be one of the things that's gonna happen in 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
Because if people are actually gonna train and use these virtual helmets and stuff like that, it's gonna change the EA Sports totally. Because it's actually gonna be sport. Because you have to do it yourself. But people will see like this two giant ergs fighting.
But I think still think with the recent VR helmets for the big audiences to adapt it, you have to make it a lot smaller, like glasses.
Yeah,
It won't
it's
work.
true. The big headset.
Yeah. But that's technology.
Yeah.
Gets-
It always gets
It's always
Yeah.
and pretty fast.
I remember phones back in the day.
You like
This big and attached to your wall.
10 years ago it was like what?
Actually, these bones nowadays are almost the same size.
Yeah. They went real small and then they started growing again.
Because of the screens, of course.
Yeah. I was real resilient to those touch screens for a long time. I think I finally got a smartphone for work and then I couldn't go back after that. But I resisted as long as I could. Now I'm just as addicted to my phone as everyone else.
Okay.
It happens.
It claims us all eventually.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm about out of questions. We're probably about out of time. Thanks for coming and geeking out with me for a little bit.
You're welcome.
Anything else you want to
It was my pleasure.
say to the camera?
Eiköhän jotain ruumista. Eiköhän jotain ruumista sanota. See you on tour!
See you on Twitch.
See you on Skyrim multiplayer.
See you on Skyrim Online.
Oh, it's over. God.